Hi guys, and welcome back on my channel. So today I'm going to show you how you can create a rounded cat eye but a different technique. So I'm going to use some eyeshadow instead of a liquid eyeliner or a gel eyeliner, and this might be also a little bit easier to apply for you at home. So just follow me step by step and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And now without further ado, let's get right into this video. So before we are moving on to the application, I'm just letting you know that I just have seen a video on how they did it at the fashion show, and they just used a brush as a stencil and they just applied it and you got the rounded cat eye done in a few seconds. So before I was planning to do a video on that, I just have tried it out by myself so that I know what I'm going to talk about and what did work out for me and what didn't. So I have now different sizes of brushes right here, and I have tried them all, and some of the brushes were too large for my eye shape and also it didn't work out, it just was messy. And some of the brushes were great because it just had the right size to it and fit perfectly with my eye so that I had no need to clean up any mistakes. So I have these brushes right here and they have all different sizes and also the shape is a little bit different. And I have tried them all, and the best for me, which has worked out, was this one right here, because it's smaller but still has this rounded shape to it. And this one works too, but it's a little bit too large. These three right here didn't work out for me at all, it just went messy and I just got a lot of eyeshadow underneath where I don't want it to have it. So these I'm going to cancel out, and I'm going to show you now what I'm going to do with this one right here. And this one worked out too, as I said, but I just prefer this size of brush. So just measure it with your eye before you're going to apply it. So before I'm going to dip the brush into some eyeshadow, I'm just going to show you now how I'm going to apply it so that you know how or what I'm going to do. So first, just take your brush and look into the mirror, and then you will see if the brush has the correct size for you. So this will match perfectly. It isn't too large and it isn't also too small. So this will match perfectly with my eyes size. And what they did on the video, and also what I have tried out by myself, is I just hold the brush with eyeshadow on right here as I would just stample my eye, and then they close their eye and just sweep it to the lash line so that you have a clean line and you have already the rounded cat eye shape. And this is all what they did. So if you need to, you can always dip into the eyeshadow and add a little bit more pigment to it, but the main shape was just by sweeping it from the outer part to the lash line. This is all what they did, and it just took them a few seconds. So that's what I have tried out, and this will work also for me. So I'm going to show you now how you can apply it. So I'm going to choose a black eyeshadow as a usual cat eye, which is in black to add more drama, and I'm going to dip the brush into some black shadow so that it's packed with some black eyeshadow on it. And then I'm going to apply it on my lid. So if you don't want to have any fallout on your makeup, then just take a tissue, or you can also use some translucent powder right underneath so that you just can dust it away. Then just hold the tissue just right underneath your eye, so that there will no fallout be on your foundation, so that you are not messing up your makeup. And then you can just take the brush and sweep it from the outer part to the lash line. So let me see in the mirror how I'm going to do it. So you must be able to see the roundish part at the outer part. So when you open up your eye, you still should see the end of the rounded cat eye. This is so important. And if you aren't seeing it, then you just need to extend it. And now I'm going to press it onto the skin and just sweeping it towards the lash line. And then you have already the rounded main shape from the rounded cat eye, and now you just need to fill in a little bit more pigment, and you can also connect this outer part now with your upper lash line so that it will be a full looking on drama rounded cat eye. So now I have dipped the brush into some black eyeshadow again to just fill in this area right here so that I can intensify the color of black eyeshadow. And I just can sweep it onto my shape which I have created. And now you have already a guideline, so it's easier for you to work on it. because you know the shape is perfect. Now this roundish part right here is what it should be, it's rounded, and now I just can intensify the black. I just can connect it with this part right here. And this also isn't now a full going on eyeliner, so it just stops right there where the brush has stopped. So if you're sweeping it around and you're stopping right here, then this is all what you need. So you don't need to extend it. You could, but you don't have to. So you're not going to do extra work which you don't have to do. So I'm now just at the very outer part. So, and then we can go to the next step, which is cleaning up this mess right here. So now when it comes to cleaning up any fallout, then I'm just going to show you now how I'm going to do it. But if you're able to hold the tissue until you're done with black eyeshadow, this would be perfect, because then you don't have any mess around your eye and you don't need to wipe it away. So I just would recommend holding the tissue as long as you need it to, because then you don't have any fallout. I just couldn't use the tissue because I had a little mirror in my hand, and I did it because I just needed a closer mirror. But if you are able to have a large mirror in front of you and go closer so that you're able to see what you're doing, then hold the tissue until you're done with the eye look. But now I'm going to show you how you can clean up this mess. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to take a makeup wipe and I'm going to wipe this away, so because I can't really help it now. I didn't powder underneath, I just hold the tissue right underneath my eye for a second, but that's it. So I still have some fallout and I'm going to just wipe it away. But if you're able to hold the tissue until you're done with your makeup, that would be great, because now I'm a little bit annoyed because my foundation is beautiful today and now I have to just wipe it away because of the black eyeshadow. But anyway, so if you just have some fallout, then clean it up and then you can reapply some concealer on it, and then I can show you how you can clean up any edges. So now I'm going to reapply some concealer where I just have wiped it away, and then I'm going to buff it back into the skin. So, and now I'm going to take a concealer brush and I'm going just to buff it back into the skin so that it will melt with the foundation, so that you won't be able to see my real skin underneath. And then I'm just going to powder it on top, as I would normally do when I'm going to apply some concealer underneath my eyes, because this will just prevent creasing. So, and now I'm going to take a fluffy brush and I'm going to dip it a little bit into translucent powder, and I'm just going to set the concealer as I would do normally when I'm going to apply concealer right underneath my eyes, because I just like to stop it from creasing. And now we can just go back and just clean up this part right here around the rounded cat eye. So now I have a lip brush right here so that I can get just around this rounded cat eye, and I'm going to dip it a little bit into some concealer so that I will be able to cancel out any dark areas from the eyeshadow which I do not need. And this part right here which is missing, I'm going to fill in with some black shadow. I just saw it right now, and now I'm going to clean up around, and just make sure that you're always going to swipe it on the back of your hand so that you're not going to mess it up even more, because the shadow isn't drying down, it's just powder, so it always can move. And now I'm going back in with the eyeshadow with some black powder, and now I'm going to hold a tissue right underneath because I'm not going to mess it up again. So I'm trying to hold it now while I'm holding the little mirror, and I'm just filling in this part right here. So it just took me a few seconds, and this is now the shape which I like too, and also I just have cleaned it up and I'm so happy with the end result. And now I'm going to do the other side off camera and then I will be right back. So now I'm done also with the other side, and I just held the tissue underneath my eyes as long as I needed to, so that I don't have to worry about any fallout and I didn't need to clean it up. And this time it just took me a few seconds to get this eyeliner done, and now I'm so happy that I just could use the tissue while I was doing it without using the little mirror and the tissue and so on. But anyway, now I'm done with both sides and I'm going to pop on some mascara. But I have to say, I'm so sorry about the lighting, but in Luxembourg it's so rainy and we just have seen the sun once, and for the moment it's so grey outside. And if you're wondering why I'm so pale in my face, it's because of the weather outside, because we don't have any lighting around this house, so I just have one big light in front of me and that's it. So now I'd just like to move on to mascara. So now I'm just going to tilt my head back and then wiggle the brush through my lashes. So this is now the finished look on how you can create a rounded cat eye in a few seconds when you're using some eyeshadow. But just please make me the favor that you're using a tissue right underneath or some translucent powder so that you're not complaining about the fallout, because this can be so annoying. And I'm so happy how this has turned out, and at least it took me a few seconds on this side. And it's just a true fact, it's a rounded cat eye, and I'm still loving this kind of trend which is going on, and I just hope that you can also create it at home. And thank you so much for watching, and now if you want to see another video, then this is right here. And don't forget to be subscribed to my channel, which is right in the corner. Thank you so much for supporting me, and I will see you soon. Bye!